Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting, dramatic episode of Ken from the Car. If you've never been to a Ken from the Car, it is Ken from the Car. And in the beginning, it is a little slow because we are waiting for people to join. So if you are watching the replay, welcome to the replay. I try to do these once a week on Wednesday. SPG 2 times in a day? I feel so spoiled. Hey, her. What's her? Are you drunk? SPG, are you drunk? Let's just be honest. So, as everyone joins, hello. I have so much to talk to you guys about. So for those of you who don't know what Ken from the Car is, I sit in a car and I talk to you peeps and you help me through a lot of stuff. And today, not only am I going to talk to you guys about deals and some other stuff, but we need to talk about happiness during the holidays. So yes. So I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to join. For those of you who are watching, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have snow, because we have snow. We got a lot of snow overnight. So I don't know if people like wished for snow or what. I am kind of in the Christmassy spirit. Yeah. But we got snow. And it's only 14 days till Christmas. What? That's cray-cray, right? It's kind of crazy, right? Or am I just thinking I'm crazy? That's not a lot. I'm just saying. Uh-oh. That's me. I don't think it sent out alerts. So, people are going to be mad if they don't get their alert, which is sad. So maybe I should share it. But here's the deal. Every time I share, oh, you got an alert? Maybe you're like a VIP person. So here is the deal, y'all. Facebook or YouTube changed. I don't like it. Let's just start with that. I don't like what is happening with, come join us. Come join. I'm saying a lot, aren't I? What does this mean? Why can't we share it to there? Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so welcome guys to this. I'm gonna get it going because we're already 3 minutes in and I don't like it when I'm not talking about stuff. So hi for Karen MM. You have a very sexy profile pic, just so you know. Okay guys, so first of all, we have so much to talk about, right? Okay, so first of all, like always, I will get there is a guy, okay, just because it snowed out does not mean you can bring snowmobiles on my street. Isn't that illegal? I'm pretty sure it's illegal. I don't know, but like, can you just bring snowmobiles like on a road? I don't think you can. I mean, I'm not like a rule follower per se, but like, hello, this isn't the country like where there's trees and you can just go like, no, sir, you need to go put away your snowmobile. Okay. So a couple things before I start with this Ken from the Car. Number one, if you are a kid under the age of like 12, please don't watch this video. We are going to be talking about this mother. He's doing it on purpose. He's like, there's a crazy guy sitting in the car. And I am going to make his life no fun. Okay. I don't see any comments now. This is a fun Ken from the Car. There's technology issues. Isn't there? Maybe? I don't know what's happening. Okay. So if you are, like I said, of that age, please do not watch this because we are going to be talking about stuff. Number two, okay, he is literally doing this on purpose, right? Like, he is coming to this side of the car. I can't. Like, maybe he's flirting with me. Hi, how are you? Seriously, it's starting to make me mad. Okay, I need to focus. Okay, let's focus. All right, So we will be talking about stuff that I want to make sure if you're a little kiddo, you don't hear. Okay. And not like bad stuff, but I just want to make sure. Number 2, we're going to be talking a lot about happiness, but as always, we are going to start with our crafty deals. So first and foremost, I've gotten so many questions on Ken. I saw you make, look at this shirt. It's so cute. And we made it, and they want to know how they get the file, and it's a Patreon perk. So if you are a Patreon on mine, you already have this file, and you can make these cute. Okay. So anyways, that's how you get that Patreon file. I do want to announce I have 3 groups in the links. Number 1 group is the Ken's Kreations official Facebook page, or Facebook group, where that's like fans of Ken's Kreations. Second one is the Ken and Sean Show official Facebook group, and Ken's Chocolate VIP group, which is a new group. So let me explain them. First group is just a fun group for us to all go join. Second group is the Ken and Sean Show. We are bringing back the Ken and Sean Show. The debut season premiere will be this Friday. It might be the only show for another year. It's been like a year since we've done one, which is crazy to me, but it is coming back. It is in a closed group. It is adult humor. So if you do not like that kind of humor, make sure you don't ask to be in the group, because I approve people to that group all the time. And then during our live, when I am, let's just say, under the influence, I literally get comments that are like, this is not what I signed up for. And it's like, well, it kind of is. I tell you this, but a lot of people don't know that. So if you like that kind of stuff, you want to be in that group, because this Friday, it's going to be good. And then the last one is a Chocateur VIP group. So if you are someone that's said, hey, I think I like Chocateur, but I want sales and deals and bundles, I have a new group for you. I am just venturing out into bundle world and sale world, because another Chocateur designer, who I'm pretty sure is a spirit animal of mine, has really inspired me to look at things through a different eye, which is weird. I'll explain that in a while, but I really, well, I'll explain that in a while. But anyways, I have a group now, okay? Okay, guys and gals, we're going to talk about that too. There's controversy on saying guys. Whew. All right. Amazon, 12 days of deals. I can't go on there anymore. I have spent so much money on Amazon, and it is ruining shipping for me, because if I don't get a package the next day, I'm like, what is going on? Like, I feel like because of Amazon, we can all procrastinate on our Christmas shopping. And I've asked a lot of people, and a lot of people have told me they haven't even started. And I'm like, it's 14 days away. They're like, oh, it's fine. Amazon will get it to me. And it kind of makes me feel bad for like post office people and all that stuff, right? So anyways, there's that. What channel am I on? Am I on the right channel? I don't even know what channel I'm on, guys. Oh no, I'm on the right channel. Okay. All right. So anyways, I also gave you, today's 30% off all Disney at Amazon. My Opal Ice Maker is on sale. So you can check that out. And there's exclusive Cricut deals. Now, I told everyone yesterday that I doubt Cricut is going to extend their sale. Guess what they did? They extended their sale. So if you have not taken advantage of the Cricut sale, you definitely want to. It is 50% off materials, 50% off all accessories. And if you're a Cricut Access member, you get 10% off. And if you use my code 10KEN, 10KEN, you get another 10% off. It is insanity. I mean, the amount of money you're saving is crazy. It's been going on now for 2 weeks, going into its 3rd week. Personally, I don't know this to be true, but I think a lot of companies are struggling this Christmas because a lot of companies are extending their sales, or sales are down, and I don't know why. But still, take advantage of this deal. So we're talking like 50% off all tools, 50% off all of their maker tools, their blades, their everything, 50% off. 50% off all materials, vinyl, iron-on, cardstock, maker materials, all of that. If you're a Cricut Access member, you get 10% off and free shipping. If you use 10KEN, you get another 10% off. So what would normally be $10 is on sale for $5. And then you get another 10% off, brings it down to $4.50. Another 10% off brings it down to $4.05. It's almost 60% off. Oh, and Cricut Infusible Ink is 40% off. So Silhouette is also extended their Black Friday sale, which I've never seen done before. So you can get exclusive machines, and they have 50% off all tools, 50% off all materials, and they literally, you have to use KK Bundle to unlock those sales though. 651 vinyl is 5% off and free pen at $100. You use coupon code GET5, or you can get 15% off all of their vinyl blanks, and this includes like their Santa sacks, all of that stuff, and you use code blank 2019. Arteza or Arteza, whatever you prefer to do it, it's 10% off using my code Ken's Creations 20, 30% off bundles, and an additional 10% off with my coupon code. Right now, the GLOWFORGE, oh my gosh, is 65% off. It's normally 16 grand, and it's down to like 55. Then if you use my link, you get another $500 off. So it's like 5 grand, which is still a lot for their big machine, but that's cray, right? Cray. 30% off art impressions, 50% off Ranger ink items, 85% off at Spellbinders, at 70% clearance, and an additional 10% off or 15% off. There is 25 entire purchase at Michael's. I also gave you some links on what Chalk Couture is and all that good jazz and yada yada. Okay, so that is the sales. I'm super excited and everything, but we're going to talk about some stuff now. First, I'm going to open cards I got in the mail from all of you lovely people. We're going to save this one for just a sec. So the first one is from my friend Sophie here in town. And I don't do Christmas cards. Like, I have never taken a photo professionally with Sean, and we've never put it into a Christmas card. Maybe we should, but we don't do that. Right? Isn't a GLOWFORGE amazing? I love the GLOWFORGE. But look at her card she sent me. Look at her beautiful family. And it says, "The world became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth." Look at that cute little family. So thank you very much, Sophie. This must be from my friend Allie because it says McChess. And McChess is basically when we and Sean combined our last name, we're like, oh, we're the McChess family. But okay, I already seen this photo and it's adorable. Look at her freaking cute little kids. Look at them. Right? And Santa's behind them. It says, "Christmas magic is silent. You don't hear it, you feel it, you know it, you believe it." We're going to be talking about this in a sec. Thank you, Allie. Okay, so this just came in the mail today, and it looks like it is from Melinda, and she wrote, "Ken, Sean, Jazzy, and Ryan." Oh, that's so nice. She included everyone. "Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You have all accomplished so much this year. Keep the focus on the positive, and I'm sure this next year has many more adventures and fun times. What a blessing it is that you get to work with each other." Oh, look at that. Is Sean in here? Hi, Sean. Thank you, Melinda. Hi, Shawnee. And the last one is from Ian, the Off-Kilter Crafter. If you don't know who he is, check out his YouTube channel. He's awesome. Oh my God. This is the perfect card, and I didn't even know what was in this card, but this is perfect for what we're about to talk. And Ian makes cards. He makes beautiful cards. So I thought it was a card he made, but it's not. It does say, inside it says, "I know it's not a handmade card, but I hope you like it anyways. Happy Christmas, Ian." Okay, we're going to talk about that in just a sec. I got to catch my breath on that one. All right. So thank you, Ian. I needed that. And then I got, you guys, so you guys all know I'm an independent designer at Chalk Couture. And when you hit certain levels in the company, they send you a really nice card and a gift for being a leader. And so I got this card that says "A Year Full of Gratitude," which we're going to talk about this. It says, thanks to your leadership, Chalk Couture enjoyed a remarkable 2019. We're grateful for your persistence, passion, and partnership and look forward to joy with 2020. And then we got an exclusive transfer. It says, you matter so much. How cool is that, right? A company did that. All right, so I have one last thing to open really quick, and then we're going to talk about some stuff with those cards because it actually lines up perfectly with what I want to talk about. This one comes in a bubble wrapper, and this one is from, there's a card. It says, hello. Okay, Ken, hopefully I can read this. I have started this letter many times in my head, but never put my thoughts to paper. After watching your videos in the last month or so, I've really felt I needed to reach out to you. Oh, bye, Jazzy. So the first thing I want you to know is you are enough. God created you exactly the way he wanted us, an amazing person who has endless talent. Oh, and a unique ability to reach people and spread joy. The other thing that I have on my heart to share with you is to consider a change in your thought to be #1 in Chalk Couture, YouTube, etc. About a year ago, I came across a speaker. I am not sure if you have heard of him. He recently wrote a book, The Infinite Game. He talks about how business should be not about beating your competition, but reinvesting in yourself, your best, being your best, and looking in the long term. I hope you will check out his videos on Facebook. Honestly, I want you to know how much joy you have brought to my life. Watching you make my heart happy. Sending you a love and a hug, Heather Jasper. And then she sent me a little thank you and an explore and write. And I didn't know what was in these cards, but I'm so glad I read those because here is the deal. So this is why I love Ken from the cards. I get to honestly talk to you guys. So I love Christmas. I adore it. It's so magical. The sheer delight it brings. So ever since I was a little kid, I love Christmas, right? My mom did not have a lot of money, but she made Christmas really, really special for us. And as many of you know, in 2004, I lost my mom. And so I'm bringing this story up. Let me go back. But basically, I met with a good friend yesterday for dinner. She has just lost her dad. This is her first Christmas without her dad. So I don't know if SPG is in here. If you're still in here, SPG, let me know. But I was going to her dinner and I was like, oh my gosh, I know how she feels. This is her first Christmas without her dad. And I was like, it's always a hard thing because you want to say I'm here for you. But the first year when you've lost someone, it sucks. Every Christmas and stuff. So a year ago about now, my friend SPG, who's in here, Sarah Paige Gruber, gave me a bracelet that says this. It says, keep effing going. What I love about this bracelet is on the outside, there's 2 little arrows. And then when you put it on your wrist, you can't see the saying. So only you really know what that saying is. And so people will always tell me like, oh, that bracelet is so nice. I like it. And they don't even know what it says on the inside. And I brought her and her husband a bracelet because I knew how hard it was going to be. And she opened it up and she instantly took it out of the package. She read it. And normally people laugh and she teared up. And then I teared up. Because there's nothing you can do. When you've lost a parent, there's nothing you can do to take that pain away. And all you can do is just, what I say is just KFG. There are some days you just have to just keep going, no matter how many pegs you've been knocked down, right? So it got me to thinking about my Christmas. And this, I want to show you guys, this is my Christmas memories right there. There's my mom, there's her tree, there's her socks, there is my mom. And it took me a long time to realize that once my mom passed away, I am never going to get those past Christmases back. I can try to replicate it. I can try to copy it. I can try to set up everything exactly how she had it, but it will never be the same because Christmas was my mom. It wasn't the gifts. It wasn't the decorations. It was my mom. And it got me to thinking a lot about this year, and a lot about Christmas, and a lot about my past few weeks. And I saw a video yesterday that was basically talking about our overall happiness. And it's becoming more and more on my heart of, happiness and what are happy people and how do they get happy. And the video itself, I gave you a link to it. It's called The Antidote for Dissatisfaction. And I realized that it was hand in hand, that people that are grateful, people that are satisfied is because they are grateful. They don't expect anything. They don't, try to be something they're not. And what I mean by that is, after my mom died, you guys, I seriously went into each holiday saying, okay, I need to make sure I feel the magic of Christmas. I need to make sure I decorate, and I need to make sure I get my cookies out, and I need to make sure I do this and this and this because I wanted that magic of Christmas. And if I didn't feel that magic of Christmas, I was disappointed in myself. Why don't I feel like it's Christmas time? Why don't I feel the magic? Why do I not have the warm, fuzzy feeling people talk about? Why are some people in the mood and some aren't? And I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's just like everything. If we have as people this need to control our emotions, control how Christmas is, control we should feel happy now and we don't. And I literally, probably, my mom died 2004. It was probably 2014 when I finally was like, maybe I should just let Christmas happen. And maybe there will be Christmases that are not as magical. And it got me thinking, like, and this is the part where I don't want kids to watch, because when we were kids, Christmas was magical. Like, we woke up, we had presents, we got time off of school, we got free stuff, like, we didn't have to buy anyone gifts, there was no stress. Like, leading up to Christmas, every day you got so more, and you got magical, and you got, oh my gosh. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, when you're an adult, it's completely opposite. Like, you are like, you have a countdown, but it's not like, yay, countdown to Christmas. You're like, oh, I haven't started my decorating. I haven't done this. I only have 12 days. It is like completely opposite than when we were a kid. And I started thinking about it, and it's like, in a way, it kind of blows. And that's what kills me, because we literally as adults are like, okay, now we have to get a gift from Santa. We have to make sure, like, we do this. We have to make sure we do this. We have to do this. We have to make the gifts. We have to buy gifts for this person. We have to make sure we do this and make sure everyone's happy. And like, it is exhausting. And it's kind of like when you watch the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and everything goes wrong, but it's still a magical Christmas. That's what it reminds me of. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, we let Christmas be such a stressful time. I got sick this past weekend, and I started looking at it, and I was like, man, I get sick every December, no matter what. And I realized probably a lot of it was just the stress of the holidays. But I could have swore I just heard a duck quack, but I didn't. Here's what's hard for me. Sean and I don't have kids. And my nieces and nephews are grown, and I love Christmas, but there is something to be said about two things. Disneyland and Christmas are both more special or more magical if you have kids. I don't care what anyone says. Disneyland, I've been to Disneyland by myself with Sean, and I've been to Disneyland with my nieces and nephews when they were little. It was a completely different experience. To see the magic in kids' eyes at Disneyland it's magical. And the same is with kids at Christmas. I've been reading a lot on Facebook about Santa Claus and what do you do? We live in a social media age, and you're always going to have the thing, are the kids going to ruin it or stuff like that? And there's a lot of parents choosing not to buy into that. And it breaks my heart, because that is so magical. Like, the idea of Santa, that idea is so magical. It is, I mean, if you think about it, there is a guy that is making gifts and he's magical and he's gonna leave a gift for you and he only comes once a year. Like magic, like the magic in kids' eyes when they wake up on a Christmas morning is worth probably all the stress to parents. So it just kind of just makes me feel like in our world today, not just in Christmas, in everything, we have lost the feeling of magic. We've lost the feeling of anticipation. When I was a kid, like whenever we got a doorbell ring or someone knocked on our door, we all got excited. We were like, someone's here to see us. And now when we get a doorbell ring or knock, we're like, ugh, who's here? Like, it's a completely different world. And because of social media, which I love, don't get me wrong, I love social media, but I also feel like it's gotten us a little bit out of touch of being satisfied. Social media and certain stuff, we live in an instant gratification society. And I feel like that's why some of us we get down those roads and not feeling like we're enough or not feeling happy because we can compare to other people. And we find ourselves, comparing, or what did they do better than me? Or they have a better house. Their presents look better. They're blah, blah, blah. And I realized at the very end of the day, that just hurts us. That hurts me. Like, it doesn't affect the people that are posting it. I'm letting it affect me, and I'm letting it change my outlook. I have no problem calling her out. I have had a hard few months. And I've even talked personally with it to Sarah SPG, who's in the room. I've had a hard few months, and I kind of told myself like, oh, it's not a big deal. I'll put on a happy face when I'm in my team pages and stuff. I had a team member, Christine Boyd, reached out to me and she was like, you need to figure out what's going on because you are not happy and it's showing in your lives. It's showing in your team meetings. It's like you've lost your spark and your passion. And I was mortified. I was like, what? And so then I started going back and looking at my Ken from the Cars and looking at these videos. I'm a completely different person. And I literally compare it to, I stopped believing in Santa. That's what I compared it to. I stopped believing in myself. I stopped believing in dreams. I stopped believing in you can do it. I had went from a yes, you can do it, Ken, you can achieve anything, to Ken, you tried it and you didn't do it and now you're a loser. Just like that. And it completely demotivated me. Did it demotivate others? At first I thought, no, I was like, it's not really affecting others until my team. And so I literally changed instantly that next team meeting. And I got so many people commenting on that live. This is what we want. This is amazing. The old Ken's back, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? It is true. It is true that we create our happiness. We create what we want. If Christmas to me is about buying gifts for random people and giving it to them, and that makes me happy, then I'm going to do that. If sitting in a car talking to a phone with 2 people, 20 people, 500 people makes me happy, I'm going to do that. And I feel like, oh, that scared the bejesus out of me. Hi. I feel like whoa, my garage light's on, and now it looks like Jesus is in front of me. He's like, oh, it's like I saw my sign. Oh, oh. I'm telling you, the Christmas season has completely made me re-look at things. Because here's the deal. Like, I was sitting there yesterday and I was like, oh my goodness. When you're a kid, you have to worry about what? Being at home, doing your homework. But like, this is a magical time, and it's that build up and that anticipation and all that stuff. When as an adult, we lose that. And we're trying to literally create that for other people. And then we're disappointed if we don't feel it in ourselves. And it's like, why are we putting all these expectations on ourselves? It's not just Christmas for me. It's expectations. You have to do so much this. You have to do so many sales. You have to do all of this. And I was sitting yesterday and there was a Facebook video, and I shared it in my team page, of a guy named Justin Prince. And he basically was like, I'm going to call people out. Are you putting in the work? Do you have the right attitude? Do you have this? And he said something. You cannot plant, I forget what he used. I think he said, you cannot plant, squash seeds and expect to get watermelons. It just doesn't work that way. He basically was saying there is rules out there that if you put in the energy, the effort, have the right attitude, commit and work hard each day, yes, it will pay off. But if you don't do those things and it doesn't pay off, how can you then be upset because you didn't do those things? And I was like, he was speaking to me. I was like, this is kind of crazy. But it was one of those things that I just felt like a lot of people need to hear, because I've been so blessed in my life. I've been so thankful. And, you know, every time I put up my Christmas decorations, I think of my mom and just kind of some of the things she's taught me. This guy's just walking around. I don't like that. Why is he walking around in the cold? Look at, there he is. He must be talking. He's not running. He's not walking fast. He's probably a murderer. He's not a murderer. I'm just kidding. It's okay, sir. You can walk there. And that's the whole reason I'm bringing back the Ken and Sean show. I kid you not. We stopped doing those because I let life get busy and chaotic. And I put so much pressure on me of, you have to do this, Ken. You have to do this. You need to do this. This is what people expect of you. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to make money. You need to do this. You need to do that. And all of a sudden I was like, I don't have to do any of that. I've told myself I need to, but I don't have to do anything. Like, yes, if I don't put in the energy, I might not make as much commission and we might have a weak month, but that's okay. But the one thing I've noticed in the past 6 months, probably since July, that has changed for me is I haven't been my happy-go-lucky, everything's fine, I'm not worried about things self. I haven't done Ken, and Sean's show and laughed and just had fun and let loose. And it was this thing of, I kind of felt like maybe I couldn't do that now that I have, my own business and Sean stays at home and I stay at home and I have Jasmine and Ryan, that I had to provide, the best income for them and the best benefits. And then in order to do that, I needed to post more content and do what my users wanted, what my viewers wanted, and what the companies wanted. And you can do everything right. You can do exactly what everyone wants to do. But at the end of the day, if you're not doing what you want to do, it's going to show. And even though I felt like these past few months, no one has told me I had to do anything. I think we're our worst critics. And I felt an obligation to this unspoken truth. Someone had said one time, someone said sometime that there is power in silence. Good power and bad power. And I said, well, what do you mean? And this person said, well, there's good power in silence because sometimes people do need just a moment to think and gather their thoughts. But sometimes when there's silence, we get uncomfortable. When we get uncomfortable, we create a narrative in our head that doesn't exist. And I am so guilty of this. So guilty of this. If I do something and someone's silent, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're upset with me. Or, they're going to be mad. There was one day last week, Friday, I wasn't feeling good. And I told Sean, I'm not feeling good. We need to do a live. And he was like, no, we don't. And I was like, I have to do a live. If I don't do a live, I'm not going to get sales. My users will be disappointed and yada, yada, yada. And Sean was like, that narrative does not exist. No one has said that to you. No one has come out and said, I'm going to stop following you if you don't do a live. I'm going to stop doing this if you don't do a live. But I created that narrative because in my head, it's like, I was trying to make it where it was like, well, if I don't do this, I'm not going to get this. Sometimes that's not the formula. Sometimes just because we do something doesn't mean it's always going to end with this. And ever since that I had that conversation with my team, my whole outlook's changed. We're so blessed. We're blessed. Our house is paid off. We are healthy. We have an amazing community that supports Sean and I. And I never went into Ken's Kreations to make money. That was never my main goal. My main goal was to show my creations and stuff. And then I started making money. And I feel like the minute I started letting money dictate it, which is when I left my job. When I used to work full time, it was kind of one of those things like, well, if Ken's Creation doesn't work out, I still have a job, so it's all good, right? So then you're always like, Even last year at Christmas, I used to tell Jasmine, it was just me and Jasmine working here. I was like, if things don't work out, I mean, Sean has a job, I'll just go get a new job. And somewhere along the way that changed for me. And it's never been like it's almost been like I have to do things. And that's when it all kind of started breaking down for me. And it kind of started turning for me. And I realized that the minute I started being thankful again and happy, and we're fortunate to have the house, we're fortunate to be able to buy Christmas gifts, we're fortunate to wake up each morning beside the person we love, we are fortunate for so many things. And I've had someone say to me, yeah, but losing my mom was one of the hardest things I've ever gone through. And I lived many, many years very, very, very jaded, very depressed, very much so blaming, why didn't this person die versus my mom? She was a good person. Why would someone do this? Why would they do this? It was very hard. And one day I was sitting there and I was talking to someone that was in the foster care system, and they went house to house, and they had a mom that wasn't invested in them. And this person said to me, I wish you had 24 years of a mom who loved you unconditionally. And this person says, I don't know what that feeling's like. And that is heartbreaking. And I think that's why I miss my mom so much, because she did love me unconditionally. She accepted anything, and that she was your cheerleader and all that stuff. But it is where I even have to be thankful for that. I have to be thankful for that. Even though I lost her, even though she's gone, I do believe she's up there helping me out and stuff. But even though I lost her, I had, for 24 years, an amazing mom who shaped the person I am. And I feel like that's where I've been off these past 3 months, because I have felt this weird energy, and it's because I've let all of these expectations, this rule book that does not exist, impact me. And now all of a sudden I have to do this. I need to do this. I need this. I was saying no to friends and family because I was working. And then all of a sudden I wasn't around people I loved. And, I was always putting stuff first. And it's just oh no, it just said someone's using my Apple ID. I wonder if that's Sean. So anyways, I am super excited because it's getting dark. Now I kind of feel creepy sitting in this car with this light because it's getting dark. I just had to say, I have literally, we are blessed, but I think that when we focus so much on comparing, and I hate to keep bringing up comparing, but even as a product expert, I was always comparing what content are the other product experts putting out that I'm not putting out. All of this, am I no longer a Cricut PE because I wasn't putting out the content they liked? Why am I not doing as well as this chocolate leader? All this stuff. I didn't used to care about that. I remember telling people, I just want to, Sean is coming. I don't know why he's approaching and he's waving at me. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know what is happening. Where is he going? Oh, he's turning on our Christmas lights. And now I have the light of God again. Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, comparing and stuff. So then I was like, you lose yourself. When you start comparing, you lose yourself, because you are now making decisions that you wouldn't normally make. Maybe if I change it up, maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that. I really feel like that is what really can cause unhappiness, is that snow. It is snow. And that was a fun morning. We wake up and the snowblower doesn't work. That was the other thing is that's what I was going to talk to you guys about also, was we can't control the world. I want to control my day. Today was a rough day. I woke up, first thing, Sean, the snowblower that we spent $600 isn't working. Jasmine's trying to get my products to show on Instagram and we couldn't get it. And we did a settings change and now my whole store on Facebook is gone. We have to figure that out. So it's literally, it broke my heart because Sean walked into the room and I was very quiet. And Sean's like, "Are you mad at me?" And Jasmine's like, "No, he's mad at me." And I was like, oh, I am in one of those moods again. Like, it's so hard not to let those moods adjust it, but it's true. It's so true. And I have to remind myself that when I used to get in those moods, I'd call my mom and she would usually tell me to snap out of it. She would say, "You are fine. You are blessed. This is not a big deal. You're overblowing it. You're over exaggerating it. You're over worrying it. Things will be fine." And I don't have that. And so I tend to, oh my gosh, if I don't have this, if I don't have a Facebook store, everything's going to go down the hole or whatever the case might be. We had to snap out of it. So I was like, I'm going to go do a Ken from the car because I wasn't planning on doing one today because I know it's Christmas. People are busy. They're shopping. But I was like, I just need to go out and talk to people because I always feel better after a Ken from the car. And I saw this video, which you guys can watch, about being grateful and being happy. And then when this was not staged. Like, this card, I did not know said this. And this is sometimes how I feel because, like, it's classic comparative syndrome. We compare ourselves. Why am I not feeling the Christmas magic like they are? Why are they so in the spirit and I'm not? Why are they so happy this time of year and I'm not? And it reminds me of sometimes you just have to say, this Christmas this year just kind of sucks. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be in the spirit, but I'm not. And then it brings me to my bracelet that I love that says, you know what? When you have that, you look at that bracelet and you just keep going. You recenter your attitude. You remember what you're doing and what your love language is, and you keep going. And for me, that's kind of what I did. I was like, you know what? Even if I wasn't a Chalk Couture independent designer, even if I didn't still, work with all these companies, at the end of the day, I would still have a YouTube channel and build my community. So that's where I'm thankful for. That's what it's all about to me. That's what I love. Plus, you never know where life's going to take you next. I remember when I stopped being a product expert for Cricut, I was pretty devastated. It really hurt me emotionally. And today, I had a great conversation with a company that might be even a better opportunity than I have ever had. So I'm really excited because it truly is, your attitude is everything. And us comparing is never really going to help. You know what I'm saying? I have to say, like, I had to bring out this photo because I literally look at this photo and say, oh, I miss those Christmases. I miss the Christmases of my mom. Christmas will never be the same. But then I changed my attitude and I was like, but now my Christmas is amazing because I wake up on Christmas morning and I have Sean and we have an amazing Christmas morning and we start new traditions and we surround ourselves with friends and family. And right after Christmas, I did go to Chalk Couture Leadership, which I'm so excited about. And I'm like, so really the magic's still there. It's just different. It's a different magic. It's a different anticipation. And that is how we find joy. That's how we find happiness again, is to know that you can't replicate something. You cannot replicate happiness. Just because one person finds happiness this way doesn't mean they're going to find happiness the other way. It just always floors me. Is that person? No. Okay, good. You just have to be, you have to find your happiness. That's all I really want to talk to you guys about. That and the sales, just because they're the never-ending sales. I really do think this Christmas is like hard on people because I don't know if it's just people aren't shopping as much, if Amazon's killing everything or what. I have talked to so many companies. Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't talked to any companies, but the way that the sales are happening with big companies, I'm wondering if it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know, because I've never seen sales like this keep getting extended and extended and extended. And it's crazy. So I think people are shopping, but I think it's just, I think it's different. I think that, I think a lot of the shopping, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm happy. I know that. Sharon says her Etsy views are down 30% over last year. That is so funny because that's about where I'm at on all of my figures. When I look at compared to last year's and stuff like that, Sean needs to start shopping. Sean starts his shopping 3 days before Christmas. If Amazon next day did not exist, my Christmas would not exist. He's a last minute shopper. I don't know how to turn on that light. I think that's something that I was allowing to affect me. Everyone says you're always in a race with yourself. Don't compare. Don't do that. You're in a race with yourself. But sometimes that can even get you in trouble because you then focus on it and you say, well, last year I did this. And then this year I should be doing this. Why am I not doing this? What did I do? And then you go back last year and you say, okay, last year I was doing this and I was doing this and this. And sometimes the answer is, it's a different year. You can't compare to last year because there are differences. I use this analogy all the time with my Chocateur team. And I've heard people say all the time, Chocateur is down, it's down. My sales aren't as good as they are last year and stuff like that. And I'll tell them, I'm like, actually, I don't think they're down. They're great. You have to change your mindset. This is our second holiday catalog we've had. The first holiday catalog, people pretty much bought everything because they didn't have anything. And now they are picking and choosing because it's a second holiday catalog. So they're like, well, I don't need this gingerbread because I bought last year's gingerbread. And they're picking and choosing because they have a collection. And I was like, interesting. Like, interesting, you know? Hi, guys, gender neutral. Listen. Okay. I need to end this, but I am telling you. No, okay, just a sec. Okay, so I have always said, guys. I've always said, hey, guys. And I guess that's inappropriate for some people now. I don't know if this is true for everyone, but you're not supposed to say guys. You're supposed to, I guess, say something else because guys is gender specific. So, but it's not going to change. I'm always going to say guys because that's what I say. So anyways, honestly, I do feel this year is one of our best years. I feel like I finally have not the meaning of life, but I literally feel Melody brings up a great point. You just have to be happy. If you are not happy doing something, then don't do it anymore. Then don't change. Next week, we are doing our holiday baking. I love holiday baking. It makes me feel like it's with my mom. I get so happy during it. I'm bringing back the Ken and Sean show because I love doing that. So I'm going to leave you guys with that, letting you guys know that this Friday we will be doing a Ken and Sean show. You do have to be part of that Facebook group. That's my son. That my time's up. All right, so if you want to see the Ken and Sean show, we will be there Friday. You do have to be part of the group. The group link is down below. Also, I just want to let you guys know, and don't freak out, Sean and I are probably not going to Creativation this year. We are registered for it, but I looked at the vendor map, and there's not a lot of people at this year's Creativation. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a pretty sparse Creativation. And the amount of money it takes for us to invest in going there and hotel and stuff, it just doesn't make sense. So we'll talk a little bit more about that maybe next week. And it's right after my leadership at Arizona, like leadership's in Arizona, so is Creativation, and it's like 5 days apart. So it's a whole thing. But that gives us more opportunities to do other things in the future. So yeah. So it's not 100% final, but we'll see. But next week, yes. So this Friday is the Ken and Sean show in the Facebook group. Next week, we're doing holiday baking. It is on our Twitch channel. So definitely look up Twitch channel. We will be broadcasting that everywhere. We will be back tonight, whatever time it is. I don't even know what time it is. We'll be doing a Chocateur project, 5:30 on my Chocateur channel. So check that out. And then other than that, I just want to thank everyone that has sent us cards. That is beyond sweet of you guys. I love it. Thank you for everyone that watched us make our shirt. I am obsessed with it. and love it. It literally looks like the North Face logo, but it says the North Pole. So cute. And it matches our pajamas. Look at our pajamas that we wear. So we get annual pajamas. I think everyone does that now, but that's our pajamas. So excited. And we made that live yesterday, and that was a good feeling because I hadn't done a project like that in a while and stuff. So do what makes you happy. Go out there and make one person's day. Make one person happy. Make one person laugh. Because ultimately, I do feel like that is what sparks joy with people, is doing what you love and making other people happy and just spreading that joy with people. So we will see you guys tonight on our Chocolate channel. I hope you guys have a good rest of your afternoon. Thank you so much for staying with me through my rant, and for everyone that does use the links in the description to do your shopping, I want to thank you because it does help support our channel, which will give us more content for you all. So bye everyone.